ode enso abre nana ye makwaba
macho bisa wena
ya bitu basi akwaba
be josumenia
na hoye de
nyame adarma me hoye pa
bisha paso
Africa bete afese na bibia ekoso na Kessben mo juma na ekoso
that's it
na mo yinshama Kumasi na santima ne Ghana manyina
that's it
that's
na ese Kumasi akwan te say
so Kumasi akwan de ona also catch me because the ultrasa no nuse na chiacha me juma to na also bia ohwe also mafa fairly good ne say ne okọ sabi enyi si abuchi kra omoba yeji found from ko America developed countries be enye ba bia na kwan ne ba bia to chima ba omo de ne ko omanim sen enti sabi Kumasi akwan me ntimi kase ni ni aye ebi nye na ebi so a broni free be maintenance either routine or periodic te de bia na eguso ye ho adwuma ntisa na asem
you know say akwan bi wo ho a na banda dara na eye o man yebu amoto aso
okay
yes asim free Santas runabout project eba ahojo runabout no
okay
what am to say
very good Santas runabout to ahojo no it forms part of the Bruni Bekan say inner ring road now Kumasi there akwan bi ya chemu mieno ye free bi inner ring road and outer ring road now inner ring road near my for Kumasi tochomucho pa enti so hwa a sha se free Araga junction oko sabe jaba bia o free ba so free edum na eba obonkum no e fa do ko airport runabout na ni fa so e do fa e ba so kwa nti ni fa na eastern bypass enti the bonkum no kwa kopie airport runabout na ho no there are plans to do an interchange there so we Araga junction kra there are plans to do interchange so na start na fa airport runabout no fa airport runabout I will pay so we crow from also underpasses as part of Swami interchange no fa ho Swami runabout and yeah interchange no for western bypass I be pay so full line interchange free so full line interchange runabout which was converted into a full cloverleaf interchange no for mango down no say we pay Santas runabout I also interchangeable until free Santas runabout no so for southwestern bypass I be pay 100 runabout I also interchangeable now free 100 runabout aba asoka na ho timber gardens and ne also semi cloverleaf interchange no ya interchange that it's not be Pierce Square interchange no for interchange no say be Araga junction I friend eastern bypass no just one draw ring that is the inner ring road of Kumasi now there's also an outer ring road I know so free on baby Anita hotel wow
I just so
yes because no there were plans already say obu okra sabi ofrin kran wo ko Wagadugu o twema koneje and yes of Kumasi pa by nam say oko the northern sector of our country no of southern Ghana be ho no befa no ma be find first okay we drew tech junction of okro no matia da we go load near them to say no plans are far advanced idea company measures Arab contractors the omonye dada wo o may many people be Arab contractors so my Numa sports stadium it's almost over na from Anita hotel horo ofa hwa nem kopia sonomaso no of pema bisi Mampon road the tram akosi kodie which is offense as a first quadrant free kodie offense wa na so ne nemwa fechi abisi Santas unam ekwa also Kumasi or Ashanti region has roads free be missing links or the roads are intertwined and maybe cry number of jabbing and person ko wenchi first na obi ani so beba besi no afa ebia Santas runabout ko na moa be pie bia me cheche ya kwai da hwa no for fence no say sim out ko wenchi enti we no bedro fa Santas na wa fa besi oboase kwai no ho no na machi asumnya no say be pie on say from a Juso link to lake no link be all no say be see a Juso to see a Juso coin man as I go back to Anita hotel which a clearly defined road reservation and so be outer ring road nantika car kase na e free cry e ko ne je the free Burkina e besin kon cry no mo fa Kumasi kra na ma traffic congestion it is being done to reduce travel time for more na east congestion that is obu nyina afa ho na santase to 100 and about the kind na we me na be chichem it's formed part of the inner ring road na Japanese crew be from Japanese International Cooperation Agency adodo from JICA I'm na abase 100 about to Santasi section no part of the southeastern bypass on person mo ye na because one lane both sides, but if we do it dual carriage 2 lanes on each side it will go all the way to fuse into Asokwa interchange and so Osha from Asokwa eastern bypass on we see the arc on
traffic
because do you know why the 2 lane by 1 lane so you narrow it na ama ho kira ba ho it's also so no contractor be friend Mrs. Joshua Ghana on the Ghanaian contractor first class I mean one of the finest Ghanaian contractors we have in our country Joshua Construction ono you from the arc we pay run about
okay
no so be a bridge the crowd we expanding the bridge nearly it's rare na jaika for so no aye ahojo run about to Santasi about then so ebiem
so that is aye too the shop for the ABC ahojo run about
yes so eastern bypass so the make an 2 lanes there but no for interchange but we do and am say
that for Georgia hono na traffic
go say that section be a cheaper especially say yewo stadium untimi come back also so no nisa ka yipa echekra it say be ho na Jaika for no be from 100 and about to Santasi and about near BM. You or says from Santasi run about to Sofa line to Patasi and that's not China Geo for only ABC from Sofa line to Mango Road on beam. Ye win to ease congestion, reduce travel time. Now money per here because said American the way of Bruni and I say chrono. Yes, chrono say inner ring road near outer ring road say also any say the pay come be bread because a free movement travel time okay be at cars doors or also and just a cars doors there but if we plan it we need to be acquire when you be Santasi run about to 100 about a summer beside and once no jaika for I start to wash a crowd. You start utility relocation. Utility relocation say it may be a trip. Now your company be Kumasi from Lemex Bar, no me a German company. No more base or Poku. I'm not here quantity. Say be no. It be an electricity, water, telco see on more lines we will say relocate and I also my billboards or ton cars and or ton near Makakra honor. Honia is clearly defined. And say you compensation issues. You start yes, I join. Said the bear, Omuba now no more ya boom. Not just a interchange or a hojo runabout. I say interchange your Santas near easy congestion.
Interchange,
interchange there.
They're okay. Because the Kaise former Rose Minister could see about quarter time. Also 5. The obu in your bone in your I say any culture de fe this kind no tiasi sia you to see be sit 10 afi you call buchi na fami kono my own timenye sa ni ma mekanya iska ne se de mekan Sunyani road so for line interchange tire comfort affair Sunyani so for line interchange the whole project is Sunyani road project president ko for na shase and na so ye no akwesi say up to now me
and I make a sure yeah so ye free BB GOG projects government of Ghana
yeah ni piskadia
yes nti hono o se sekani ho nti se ye nyeskan tuaka na contractor na jai o just cannot say balance say your money is cranty o share from Santasi and about towards Bekwai runabout a friend new Bekwai road abaso ye but also share so that time could be from Agence Française de Développement French company on the disca buy nti omu sika no so ke ye be yesi ha and omu yesi Coca-Cola ho e no mo sa breeze ka and said President Mahama time or call the first time in government call president now no friend François Hollande I'm saying no crime kai say bibi oba Kumasi na otufa kan say nipa ho ehihia no e wo ho to call France oba so be kra no kwa on president in the one of the kind of by that extension which was even the sort Sakadnia did a short cut and cry during President time copies can by near extension with a complementary terminal. Also, then cars ginger, terminal. Or Tonso be move. So those are Agence Française Development, World Bank, ye projects. Also, the see America say, Mr. We Jack and that's all.
It is an orient to mean converted.
Mr. We are policy, we give policy advice.
Okay.
But the decision is government.
Politicians, no.
The decision is government. The financing be a government in a paper. Me engineer and my school say, or some journalists I had any was the bridge or I had any interchange. I didn't any underpass. I had any so I cried the air caps, air dreams, air quality. That is my direction. But financing rests with the president or minister for finance should know our investment portfolio. What is in our basket? Every loan or grant you should go through finance. We can absorb this or we cannot. So then people will be the proposals. I'll say, oh, you between outer ring road, me. Michelle Jumasi. Now, my boss, a friend or engineer, my girlfriend, Kumasi, on the national director. Me metros engineer, Michelle Jumasi, on the metros engineer. Kaya outer ring road. As a service for you near Conantia, yeah, pegs, even no for Procurement change, Nantia, scam. We as engineers, we cannot do anything, but we continue to modify the designs and to give advice. Funding and financing comes from central government.
It's our project here, timeline made that's what I'm saying.
Very good answers to this. From the Act to 100 and about contract and a he has given us 6 months. So sure. Said America say we have to celebrate our own, and I say dear so your bomb basso. So we can new Brunica the Basha Juma your block normally we say okay block yes, but they've done proper traffic management at all place. To say care so more a lot of stabilization. So the more we need Kumasi no, how waterlogged area.
Bridge in a pan and say a problem.
How waterlogged area. Now Obia unim kwan, the number one enemy of the road is water. Underground water, surface water, and rainwater. And just one ground stabilization. How is so tired that? This is the number one enemy. Your favorite ground stabilization. You need to use geotextiles, crash rock. What I said. No ma. How na day? This is how you more kajitia. And Asubi Valley. Oh yeah, waterlogged area. This is one regional. Also, one is really free as I said through no fault of Obia. So your free will be feasibility studies. Feasibility studies shows which characteristics we have in any area at all. Say Asukwa, the characteristics is different from Sofolai, Ujinabia, Asafo Brutia, a Hong Kong, a Hembobo Nonko, Obia also study what is the I don't know the relocations also because water lines na ho, ECG na ho, ebi okra ebi o say bia obi wo ye bu ne ye de pipe for anti oguso to no ma ye busu nsia jai ka de no what did they say once an international corporation say omo ama ye aban e kwan name o say with respect to right of way possession contractor bi aba site ye free be possession of site.
Okay,
I will say a client urban roads and a government of Ghana ye ka say ye more site unencumbered to say so ye compensation ye utility sani when ye and then we can be able to give when they start commencement. And from that commencement they can say okay bidi if you bako if you mino and had 6 months. We should see a fantastic road infrastructure edifice by one of our own Ghanaian contractor.
Okay. The Emra Santas runabout there is also a quite runabout. And also now Mayor can say also say 4 months no,
yes, within the cohort, share. I know you're China Jew. It's part of the Sunyani Road project. Now, the Sunyani Road project, I am Namikas Kofu, so full interchange is a component, a cajon. Also, you might be as part of this project, it comprises A, B, C, D, E. Now, as part of Sunyani Road project, one of the focal points and our composition is so full interchange. Also, on an first, who so full interchange. And I feel the major arterial so free western bypass by Ekaho Oko Boako cry underpasses or and under this footbridges no it be overpass it be underpass in the Prempeh College so free Prempeh College Eko so for like market to our track and be at grade or fast say atana mu ya lights near the as part of the project relocation of police stations police stations Santos school honey walls and Obo crying about that there will be an interchange there even Conformity Teaching Hospital runabout is going to be an underpass. But no, so sensitive. Says come by but be a Sabia, Sabi Ubuwa, Nibu the came who offender, ye quine, yes, can ye near Jana, and Quencheba, and from Santasia about to Bakran about the son of Motako. Also, there are two sections. We are hoping to see for Santasia runabout a back. Bekoya, they all on Nifano. We are hoping to finish that in 4 months. Okay. We are called the other side. So I know the Juma shed into 2 months. It's just 6 months now. Now all things being equal. I say all things being equal because contractor they be or both sides or mobilize or so Juma Nina. The second hoa or Juma no because so no so chain and Kofoka. And the crime I say or no frame engineer some of my workers are worrying me, they want to leave, they want this. And she Sekasem no yana a Juma no the prepare you know they are intertwined. Gauta Ganama, Sekani now ye Jumano. Sekani wa he Opama the finest engineers, the finest contractors. You want to show me go much because Sekabien or the Juma. And see all things being equal no, let's cash flow no bar. They should be able to finish here 4 months, 2 months near we will finish that section. Then there are other sections that I make interchange and they require about underpass and conformity to tie in. Because they say oh confess, oh call Boakanoma, Ned Power and no yeah easy traffic. But who traffic get because of human behavior. So okwa but be any say sebe tro taxis jina na yelodu nipa na bia police ni kura jina no ohwehwe ha we yes ah e kwan na ye no still no travel time na ye hu say reduce because of these human activities. And jana me betra ha say jana me person me kana mo motia say bi kura na monim so that you use your medium Kessben na mo so bo de rules here abai ekwaye minu tax na dey see we ni among money man go for ginger so then there's a traffic na see reduce travel time na e pese yete so no what I say because kwa buchi a ultimate time say me free New York ko New Jersey I say di 45 minutes an hour interstate 95 because obi aba ha dey arterial road no you free be arterial roads your minor major arterials minor arterials distributor collector local say crack CIA say majority as and if for speed you njina babia to boss oh mo for speed ham me but motor arterial road the main idea is for movement free movement you can't even go less than 80 kilometers per hour 100 kilometers per hour 120 kilometers per hour that's an arterial road minor arterials are look distributor collector they are not beyond number B KO baby distributor and distribute traffic and you may not charge traffic and just distributor collect it distributes and collect and all the speeds no from now if you local road maybe I call your goal although you speed hamster because it's going to people's properties those are purely local roads into 100 day so big crowd obijina baby na boa or train or but major arterial so ujina in a split of even 2 minutes say me yet throw me load taxi the traffic bills up na kwa kobo baby you must traffic see oboko any mus say hwinia accident bi ense obi na say so say we na so obo ehun de horo ama na ye hu say nya kwan say ye black top asphalt sapati but even when we finish our activities on the road itself can either prolong the lifespan of the road help maintain the road and I say the use its usefulness because you can read na nipa to tonkwa na ye kwan na ye market
Yamra the state of Swami interchange
very good
is it saying
Swami interchange no so no company be from Orango Ghana company be na say and so no as part of the components no they are underpasses Anna the main focal point and the interchange. Also, Swami about is going to be interchange. Joby was some interchange. No, it's the interchange also forms part, but that's not the only name of the project.
Yeah.
Below is Casam, Lansame Hoy, na in teacher Moka. Bam say in your name say a buy for by all projects, not only swimming. Undergoing audit. Say Kajitia cry is undergoing audit. And see, I'm say I find audit reports will be I call Minister for Finance or and to Menyanti say NCP. I'm saying Bosumi Yemo, Yabemo Muska, no more basite or construction there. If you don't have money, you can't do anything. You can be a robot. Eriska, me catch you be I say, we engineer said they papa, we a contractor, papa said, we a consultant, papa said the next candy project. So there's little you can do. You can only theoretically talk. If you be obviously talking nothing. You talk, you give the finest of ideas, brains, but scanning the whole engineer. You want to see, my nyanti say. Almost Busumi Umia Umbenyeska, and I think so Munyaska never will be back because you need to do a lot of ye crown or more ye piles, no, or more launch piles, no interchange, also there were diversions. So Drew now to me call interchange or free a Duba, Nokofa Ashaho, Nokofa Westco. So they are doing a lot of traffic management systems in place and Sana interchange and see Sikabadi Mesabaha. No, but classical example because say I the program was submitting your assay. I will say yes, I a revised program. Yes, okay. This is a consistency of subscriber, and then you can project say in 10 months, 1 year, 2 years, maybe. No, we can debate on it. But at this stage, because they've been lapses into each other, they've been delays. We need to be very frank with ourselves. There will be a delay, obviously, because also the plan program now has been disturbed. It is to say now, you be trying to career. We'll have a new revised program, and then I can share with you.
I tell you, I won't say, okay, see, come by, but all the Saka quinine to and also,
send the offer. And you're not in Saka quinine. One man possession of site was submitting the program of works based on the program. Now, over measure progress. And to be our discuss say from point A to B, maybe classical, from Swami interchange, maybe a Ghana Hotel, all the way to Mr. James Hotel. My plan say this 3-4 months, how many years 2 expecting say. Or raise it, your friend will be IPC, interim payment certificate. Or no, or raise a Juma Kakra in a may, Uchiana may cost us. And Onizo Scababa, or raise be a 4-5 certificates and also be our Skyfire, no, yeah, Juma, or your utility acquire home. Yeah, then your black top on the we have to build a base. Yeah, no planning here. Yeah, that's only the friend wearing course. I saw wow, Ripa. Now yare we do your body we show body so many underlying health conditions no shatade fefefe we are working cops sana quite e quite no I will say yeah you share the pavement structure you free be the subgrade sub base and wearing cost blacktop no whether it's asphalt or surface general just submitting now obi e adwuma enya so fiti also no may use some aside for Friday also call we do soil investigation geodetic for geotechnical studies. Oh, we cry not the lights for 20 years. It's not about 22 years. Now you design it for this load bearing capacity. So say we are designing against this load bearing capacity, and then they offer. Oh, utility view na usage that time no one lane say 2 lane infant tun chana infant tun fish. You know so yeah. Then I say ground stabilization. Sunny when you no base pavement structure or compactors and there also. And just now there won't mean now at every stage samples needs to be taken. I say the collab near testing. Acquire home. Acquire that be a local road regular asphalt. And yet the same design and load bearing capacity and now they are free sanitation about the car because it's going to take a lot of load. In Tina, in the wisdom of engineers, your friend will be axle load points. You need to weigh what you are carrying on the road. Because Nema Ubit Maswa or bucket to Maswa. But then at the end is I can't be at the wa, baby a crown articulator could see it is wrong because a quino Nekomuti and to borrow a baby atom. No, we are tech road. These are listen, these are tests because the friend will be compliance and enforcement. People are not complying, and the authorities like police, we are not enforcing. Me drew Axel like now. Me said because I know you're solely under Ghana Highway Authority. We said there are 3 agencies under the roads. There's urban roads, there's feeder roads, and there's the Ghana Highway Authority. And no check because one check here. A coin beer in the design. A coin beer said they see checking load bearing capacity. So if the load bearing capacity now you're designing for it, it goes above her. More pavement structure than yesterday. Because it is carrying more than it was anticipated to carry. Oh, it is a menu. It mean for the same idea of strong cobacola. These are things I'll say a tiase. And say, homogeneous in area. And just will be shittiana, what you going into now. Now, contractor when I'm supposed to be client and organization. But you are why the program. I want to be able to scan them. I saw that. And then all that they can do is to probably water and suppress the dust. I just say, we're fantastic about to the choir. And say all that they can do is say watering because kind of my I know the necessary work would you not in anticipation say oh scare ba and their mind there we need to water and force them to say scare can ba no be we adwuma na obi a hoto because me no nya ye fa kwan so
they say there's a more prices kabeba
yes there's money tied with money money and road construction they are intertwined directly proportional.
Okay. I had a macro being stretched, and also at the same.
I had a macro being to heifer because I had a macro being stretcher.
Also, a corner.
Echo trade.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew funerals, but I can talk on it. That forms part of the road to Bosu or Rianquanta. So over here, there were 2 sections of Muchemu. One section was for Messrs. Joshop, and another section for Messrs. Kofi Job.
Okay.
Kofi Job, Messrs. Joshop, Messrs. Kofi Job, so the Saka said also was clarified, but probably in anticipation for money come by. And also, I'm sure when the audit is finished now, also the sky out in the Sabaka, go on a honey lake road in Messrs. Kofi Job, and Nunya feeder roads. But once we are all in the same space, I know what is happening. It's on because there was another one from Daban, Sokoban, all the way to trade it. That is the other alternative route which you should trade it. But you know, not the you need him to the so called young Bosia from Santaso and about the container. There was also the desire to expand. But almost that is a Kasama Bansi, I'm a Kofi Job, I saw a Kofom Kaka, and this is Kaba. I pray and hope that will also get out of the way.
Yeah, so come out to say.
So come on, they say it's fantastic. I want to be a faculty trader.
Okay,
it's fantastic. Yes, they have some areas where I think it boils down to compensation. Now it's a shrine beer, but after that, everything is fantastic there.
Okay, after you run near me, we are maintenance.
Very good.
So now okay, so here take a quina, baby, what pa. What should we do? Because you didn't see Kwan say car for
okay.
I didn't also wait in a number so ne said the ya maintain ya. I didn't hear in China say. And also DNS here for home.
Very good. Said the mechano. Nipa. They make a check up. They say there we anticipate we nipa obeyare. Be to chima. Sana Kwan so yen ye said day. Because Obia, you could be an animal. You could be a constant oil or Obia Kohruka or Quans well, Obi Abojak or Quans or Essequan well, and near free be maintenance, either routine or periodic. But routine here, down or so Shaquan, so be a baby at Chimano airport to Pachaka. And the periodic be also section be used near resealing. Take quite a baby or said a mechano. These big trucks, it's a load no sonia here, a buricum, to Bocona to Tum, or free Susan so I was a quack. What we need to do is a free mailing. I'll say a melee, that section. You try free ho. Now, yeah, say you're stabilizing in your day at for photos. However, I was a slano. We need to be disciplined, and I'm used to word be say compliance and enforcement. Compliance, anything, and it say. As a load for B.O.B. Banum, over here, who call French countries, they do well. And then we catch us, because you won't trim money called Bokine, or who could do a normal UBF. What we say, Yabayano.
My hard idea.
Or see you need break. And yes, say, a beer will be so be a juma, and we also be bo be a juma. I didn't say. me no mienu sika o tell say bon buy masa road bia say World Bank say free jacka free agent minimum betua a loan if it's a loan facility government they can conjure so me no tax okoto ade any child levy get fan levy no na the teachers ade so so minimum ya tane e bokon na enka so we dem yi mani mi jama engineer for no ko engineer for no they don't enforce is the police it just say nyina e bon ba sa e ho so bibi ko so enye ni ya janya sana brano sika ke bitimi dey kwan foforo and e bitimi dey kosi schools hospitals na sa dey abakwan na so to be osa that's a kwan ye nche adena e mu buku buka me no wadwuma no nti ye fa entoma mbo ye na ka say free na ekode ye mpene say obi kra wazo no anya ye hu ade bia enya be ka say we dey e be ha adwe ye nyina no ye hwe ne kasa ahaya horoka ahaya ntwi follow
no so yasempa
yes ahaya mboja
horoka was father so
masa o de ko abuchi obi ko abuchi piano horoka kwan so obi ko washing bay and that's why in developed countries washing bay so obi you nyaska we go bia ba ho ba de na ka on kasa o mi fie obi a big compound oh rosro kra because e ba be fine no and then kisi no akata fo kra on munye ko America oh ro de kan o ko washing bay because you say ye ba fine no ye ba jere no kokoro kra ke ba no obi a no yire ni hwe utumi ko ba bi no bi chi baile ne na mokwam uko bogu ana pamona oje bikra wo we ne de hwe nkola no bia ye homo bresa you see o ma ye homo bre de chichi o ma bia ye the rules and regulations laws and chichi ba e jo de homo bro ana we kra no me free kra se ba
obi atuntuma
kru wo jame na me de hwe nkola no bia betra so de hwe de nkwa e kuna fodo so e kwa ni nyasa ke bisi ti niema wenum nya mesremo ye betra ye ka wi ma bo dero do ha dwen pa o he oil home the chemical composition of the asphalt the wearing course and the chemicals we say na a weaken the pavement or the structure of the road ka omo detergents ehuro no egusua na suppress the strength of the road infrastructure a breaking up to most of be a crook to crook to auto na poto na yes cracks because I just shock it's not expecting that although you say tie na faso rather comfortability that's what is expected and the loader or with anticipated loader your designer or jatron so now when you back can one say kwan it be stremo medie menyaka ya montagne program bia na mon dedicating lines to educate people obokra wo kan no go say now we dey ohoro kan I said it is a norm we should accept no me I always spend time telling people about that because unima you see a lot of people are ignorant so what I say but that doesn't mean so you're ignorant we need to educate them that you feel this harsh fines ba so be o che nema okwan mu obi o sofro nema okwan mu ohroka or you forfeit for bo because of baby na fitani bi change o ka say ye nchira o ana mo hurihura nipa okroma dodo ana ye nyina nipa Ghana for nenso asante ye said ye fe ne so the ofudu apa and you piano and just all say quantity yes so you Ghana the ofudu apa ni piano ye na no nyesa no chichi krono yeswa wo hwe krumpa kwan na de nche friend garden city of West Africa Kumasi miswa uko African bungalow room fe yo Poku fie na Poku ready why yom Christian bungalow dum ready why oh ye ahwe ase krono na krono so say minunia ese comfort krono empo otumbi so krono say otumbi je nyina otumbi o and say no be free kan no be twem po se Kumasi ye fie na ye kwan se na ye ta da bi ye nyina ye moa oban ye na oban na ye so fitia so na say aban o enye mayor na regional minister and engineer for the ekroni yo ye nyina na o say kabo ni ekroni na tie ho say e bia ye di congestion na ye tu obi a eye ade o say ye it kwan de mesremo it comes with compliance and enforcement until we accept so we nye no the oil yen so yen twena so no yen nyina yan tie ho asesa ye be sei sika sa ye kwan sa de bia be sei sa na fe ye de maintenance sai sika ye betu de ya de foforo kwan bia on the life span asphalt you design against 20 to 25 years surface dress maybe 10 years but ye ni ye ntimu se na say na sa de sika ke ntimu sremo me jira say nya yen kan bom ye ma Kumasi nya kraba ye ma ye mbo akwan ho bai ye bo ho ye ye kran ye ye benya foforo na fo bia ho to no en ko fo be break Kumasi pa o mo kwanye because kani ho ko kakra na ye kran ye sa say nti mo me mbo de ye no ho bai na ye nya sika foforo de ye obi akwan obi ho to because ekwan estate free na ba main road atia road so I just say ofra atia road na ayira da bi also bia kwa kakra create me ye na kuni fie na soma dwuro ko enyi develop countries and e dey ye fair be property rate taxes and e dey kwan tinyina yanti an wasne mo ho ban na ama Ghana ba ekra ba hwe
my maintenance na
okay
me kai say na call boss am go for time na me wo fida dem na ye ne di cha nkomo ya na ka say ata me ni companies dodo o mutime mese asphalt kra maye the portal beto aje so mo to mo na dos no maye you say the jo shop no nyina obi ye bi portal bitum beto baby e be da wa na ye kese mo ni pa periodically o mo hwa akwan so kofa so
thank you
yeah portals by BCC
yeah go pa na ne portal ko cracks maybe a tram na me share adwuma se ne yo ya maintenance unit sabi kapoto buy so hwe eba no say o ne wo stockpile of chippings
normal mix
and the news there was a director so you cannot be the referee and the player dia kwan na ye hwe so ye ntimi nsanye it say portals ba say we cry madam for me ntimi fit clear say koye I need to advertise the free will be competitive tendering because me ma wo ko akoye se madam for no be afana se wo ye jo shop and I could jo be se madam for madam for into there they can take you on and say no yeah na dey mra cheche dem so ye competitive tender ye wi a na ya bede na open tender you open tender then we take the most evaluated reasonable bidder na award then we give you possession of site after that then you commence and then cry now as finance minister also every project should have a commencement certificate because also person monitor and just say obia na asama be say we dey ask for emergency come adwuma nti from the commencement certificate no start ye adwuma nti nyese but as I say the laws and the procedures public financial management act and say no untimi ka say asama sianti bibi obi nko e was say advertising into processes no though bureaucratic no and no na say you this me so say my buying me ka say me ko ya different from the laid down laws or regulations of our country now and the portals yes how be but I say follow the ane bu e say bia no bi adwuma dada na ne fast quickly any variation of that yes we can just say you need to advertise, let people bid, you open tenders before you award. That is it.
I just say and go through process
based on what now because what award letter na there one contract sambe na our approve ejoko we are also okay muntua me 100 also say there be na ka say at the time of award the clients and the contractor should have agreed on rates and contract some
it's more periodic period we are more na the report
the product routine I mean it shouldn't be product. We say we have engineers, we travel on the roads, we go run inspection. You see, you can't just get up and say there should be inspection. You're free be inventory. You have to take inventory off your stock. Road infrastructure so you take inventory, we condition inventory and conditions of it. And to make sure we we put to I'll say put to we cover it say we need to replace it. Drain a boo I'll say drains. I'll say acquiring here actually resealing. We asphalt here D20 we need to re-asphalt it and on here. So from your inventory and conditions of it, you'd have a free be or stock. Or you take charge of what your existing infrastructure is. Such as no be book okay. We are majority, we are minor, we are local. We are if we be prioritization. Yes, can a coin way e be a call offer any atam coin fee e there be a coin way there omo free so you need to prioritize so after the prioritization also you because so what do you do if the funds are woefully inadequate? You need to be strategic to prioritize. No, I did we were talk airport and about portals also intend and the economic conflict because that intersection a lot of cars are applying there airport tamale so we will be prioritize it's how hard they are also but if the money or the funds are woefully inadequate, you need to prioritize and be strategic.
Is that the last now what can say as municipal assembly some team free came in omuni urban roads department omobi nti omodwuma na mawdiem
Debbie, but we all you see, we all complement each other. So there are boundaries. Within your boundary, you don't say so much. We work, but strategically, you know, Obia so on the way. One say a very big division of labor. So now in America, a coin and Kumasi just they say but be any feeder roads and highway. But what we do is we all from time to time meet and discuss issues because the Ghanaian and our old layman, he doesn't know this belongs to urban roads, feeder roads, or this municipality. At the end of the day, choir say, how do we fix it? So we come together and we deliberate on issues that are intertwined. Even feeder roads or highways at a point they meet. Urban roads, highway, they meet. And we always discuss these things passionately. But at the end of the day, as I said, it still boils down to funding. If you have funding, you don't have a problem because anybody can take it on. What I say, you contract money, huge money, and most of the time, all the IPCs they raise, it's not all that they pay. But I've come to realize a Ghanaian contractor. So that he raises more certificates. And see, if the payments were very forthcoming, so that is the challenge I have seen from experience. But yes.
Speed ramps.
Yes.
Yeah, what the amount for so I don't pay beer. Yeah, the hydrogen power. Then I'm your power.
Very good. That's so compliance and enforcement. Per se, you speed hammer. You're right. We have to come and inspect, and there should be justification for. You see, BBA there should be justification. And yes, all by us. Micromunje footbridge and I'm speed hammer. We have to come near access it. It's part of inventory the conditions of America. Yes, I said I had the speed limit. You cry or try a local road. People shouldn't be going because Ghana nipa every speed limit or so Boko speed. Ebo cross so traffic be in there. Obo krara and the traffic light as well so be in Chonama. And just speed where they so be in on the car 4x4 1 so no. Yes, any some speed limit. Near Beshe. Nobody be or you consider especially if I say baby feeder roads and highway track crime. Was in football boy the speed hammer and car boy collect no. You can't take the law into your hands. It is me. I'm an engineer. I can't say so. I know the principles of ABOB or say your trade road man. I have to go to hospital. There should be a prescription. Me to take the law to my hands. Say where's I drug abuse? Sir with road. Becca. And the Ubu Okro to me say, oh, Mr. Musa Banyan Sky, me perceive me boy. What we have to do is to give you proper supervision so that whatever you are doing meets the specification. Hey, BBA specifications or and then we see your building and road specification. I just offer and now the slab we have to was a column we you say every book. Sana quite speed am stay. I will say meeting specification. So I say, oh yeah, rubber strips and oh yeah, speed ham, oh yeah, table, oh yeah, there. Yeah, say how we need to say that. It means to become a piano who so be a there and you approve of me. Channel, me back. Oh, we did. I'm saying be just a old ball mine. Oh, but so ball mine offer. So say I'm telling. Someone take quiet once was offer me. Yes, all try radio so now kasakasa. Say oh, my dream say. It's all bad near church. Only a skin you cry. It's all quiet before so. Most of the time we piece of me and you share SWAT for ya. The people comes on and now do who be me. Yes, some of me police in here. I can't take the law into my hands. I'll let you be arrested. We go through the process next time. No, not so. Just say and it's all the mrano. ana 2 minutes on say the ope o problem be a urban rules scan ho kra be chiro de be ne nya ya boa ama because one a person car bo akola na car bo panyi bia na car bo nipa na bi nipa ya hwi nipa we are losing the very human force boy na chira bia na nipa kro na kai bo na be president and obe discovery be aboa Ghana. We all protect human lives, but let us do it the right way. Yes,
right. But as if you was for your name, engineer Nana Poku Ajamai, urban road spending power Kumasi, na AD and Komo Efa Kumasi, ya crown ya comment. You're not traffic light so. Now you're back. Came in Maya Kabibi. Traffic light do I say was one more to be said in how are we managing the traffic light, the traffic situation in Kumasi?
Very good. Traffic signalizations, I can't.
Okay.
Free coach obi fra na foba. Ya nya muni amba pempem. Mami fa ke me hodi na nya example. Once me buy no so ho na nso tie nso so hwe ya. Yes so e. But mom say hey traffic a day ba. I'm very happy say sada now hobby. Yeah, press be the president. Me kra me chichi mo. Enti me am so ni enjoy. You see traffic signalization or traffic light, they don't just come about. Your friend will be traffic studies or traffic count. Or something okay, I said the house. Maybe at peak hours. Peak hours just say time of traffic regional panopa. Your peak hours anopa and your peak hours and you and your off peak hours. Peak hours cars be 50 the far. And now cars be 105 per hour. Off peak cars be 10-20. It should inform me how we need to regulate the traffic signalization or traffic lights. Yes, sir. Oh, and I was a police phobia could never be not traffic also MTTS boy. No more general traffic at just and it's will be free traffic signalization. Yes, fine. They are also our stakeholders, they are helping. But at the end of the day, the high more traffic need be ya na dum no. Be a crown in your police and ya share go for you check ebo mo. There are two firms or two contractors who work on traffic signalization or traffic lights in Kumasi. Angel Data and Fakol. Say about the report about I'll try now there's a right information bill so I can share with you who the challenges are. Most of them are theft. You in cable near chum. Confronting them say a bit street lights. Even though I know there assembly I want to fuse the two and discuss it passionately. So many places all share first. Who came me call 100 about this soon cables no near jucha. This is why I knew a friend of solar lights. More Sunyani Road project in China Geo4 almost solar lights. Almost China solar lights no kuchade. General or General Janajo, who's man, and a boy. Because you see, you're not maintaining parase. Oh boy, so uncle for condemn for nature. Who could check cable? The power for street light or could track. And I was saying, so much chili every what should be CCTV by a boy or could track. Or could talk a Jenny Eddie Unquan, old young one, or brag the bicycle, I traffic lights, I street lights, all my minu, because I know Korea. Bobby the Osun, no bono pra, and I'll be at your bag. And I'm saying, solar lights, but I also say, I'll be an more. You say, Gonna go for cry, don't want to use it because you're better back, you're better mobile for so you're just a fact. I say, how? I mean, that's the seat of government in Kumasi for God's sake. Ain't it? I dare say, Minu Yasu, and he said, if we be things fall apart, so Kaya, Chino Achibi, I can the bed, no Kaya. Or say if men have learned to shoot without missing, we the best will also learn to fly without pitching. They say, if this strategy is bad, I won't check a bono, you stop. They say most street lights have been here solar. Traffic lights, we are developing modus operandi. Everyone confront me to trouble because much trouble near Masanti. Oh yeah, I won't say traffic lights in the dunia frail. Nana, I report Johnson, traffic lights in so crowd. Obako. Uko blame contractor and so on the period. I was not be our betray me just a crack. I didn't be here just on crabber. This is the genuine challenge we have because you see when we're young, who drew baby traffic signalization beautiful. Na koba. Uko abuche nya just na na yen kwa idea yes obi akutra. you know, and then a CCTV camera by HCTV. And only a challenge, because traffic signalization and beyond that, said American, a boo also saw Uber travel studies, then so you have the now traffic catch immediately. You need to, because you see, engineers, we need to always come up with ideas. We think outside the box. We should invent things. How do you do? Also do enough for traffic flow, because at the end of the day, you are signalizing the junctions because you don't want one accident or conflicts, and you want free movement. So if there are conflicts, it's not moving. There's a lot of congestion. Then you defeat the purpose. So you need to have a plan B and probably take off put off the light so that free flow can come.
More consider say car street light.
Yes.
Traffic lights will burn solar.
Yes, there are plans, and that's why me say once I can we say the street lights, they were traffic lights because it's not been concluded. No, I didn't want to comment myself, but we are in the process of doing that.
LL traffic light.
Yes.
Do much pa mama for the complaint at Bremen has several times. Minim about attention and follow on Asokwa.
Oh, but say and I make say whether Asokwa also is the same language we speak. Also meaning now more panel will be say no more and obisa could try be more. And see angel data for Kraba. I think and then not probably this month and then early we should see improvement there and episode. I can assure you.
Okay. So now kind of traffic light no. The boy Udra. How so a chepa we need somebody highway no ya na time one. I say so I see ana say dum. And also ya mo measure who said now kaka do no ntina.
Yes, also yesterday. Also yesterday. So that from the studies you do your timing. Also with the timing now. And tina make us say ultimate time or say off peak hours say na FR maybe weekends say na also FR. If for any reason human activity be it me ba fanese bia onu say oh wan be obi aye ye bi social event and a party bi ntina more traffic akwa it presupposes say then the anticipated traffic I say na shift akwa so then quickly no you have to rush to do the timing or probably put it off. Then you use manual, which is police to direct. And fine, except I don't say there are challenges. These are some of the challenges that come with it because ordinarily you would think that at peak time, so how can we also the other batches? So be na said I make an be a party and you be not shift to the other side. Our crowd drains it. I was a traffic map. These are human challenges we need to always come and resolve. So quickly you can put off it and use police or other traffic attendants to direct the traffic.
Okay. Right, you're Sambra Kumasi traffic management.
Okay.
Because now you're a go for time. The time we as a interchange.
Yeah.
So we now free don't cake, but say KGT ba asafwa. Then easy cry.
Yes.
Yeah, fly over and feed the honor problem. And then your peer traffic ni na kusi labor runabout. I be drew bay 11 o'clock. You free interchange you so call labor honor. Nyasem kitwa
impia traffic ni nyanko go labor impia ni nyina a human activity.
Okay.
Opa out there you if free 11 and that be your time you no be nanti so there there are slippers be as we will not labor hona no o said labor be and then labor is not a terminal labor there it's just obi see na your lights you hop on. But both of them no lodu. And you free take a bear boy grosso. They also free a dumo baobe initiative runabout no. And I do call Amedia also original because a watch. And it builds up our BCA life hour. That is it. A human activity. We haven't put all the traffic there. So what we need to do is say, wow, even total all the petrol filling stations or no. We should discourage people from using it as stations. Na opa any free movement, na labor hono. Oh, labor no nyana Johnson say labor. Maximum drum. I just be gina osa be 5 minutes. Me pese me nya load ansa na mako afa wako prempa assembly ona masa twa abisi labor say me ba edum. Yes ana ohu traffic be. Nja me say o de onya time a. Brana yenko gina hwe. Obachia me.
The no basa say money traffic management department and we do unkomo.
There be traffic management. It is purely the police as enforcement.
For
yes. must say it's straightforward because you're not supposed to load there. It's not a terminal. And I'm a kind. I don't know. Be at the end. Ubu and engineer on your home now. We need to get rid of the stations. Simple as that.
And idea about queer back stations now.
It shouldn't be there. You see, that's why we have terminals. Why do you have terminals? Hey, Abuchi into Kaunya Trot and tax with my and see anymore. But that is not the beer developer. They are bus stops. Bus not really trying to call anymore. We are not saying anti because baby and if you know. Bus stop in here. Also, couldn't him kakra. I had the Ubu opposite. Yes, me shop and him. Yes, me fear him. Are you going or coming? We are learning. You see, yes, who should be an ocean here. Sabi, engineers are butcher for Omona, a more independence. I did independence. Sabi. Nipani is to train. I'm a school at Chimota, no the train echo. Train of Fanu Kusi at Chimota school. It's still a train station. Near Bob or much boss a trunk, not bus video. That train bedroom, Pacho. Train station.
Yeah.
Nipanisia on Antiaco baby. Sana you city into your train station or bus station. And a matter of function. We can't say so, but maybe any say Nipajano on a station. You come near now to go see Yama. But do baby granny say no via station or Eticano. When it's all free. Nankani Hagen, see, let's say, Prempeh the first road and a Harper road. No, but I came within 3 minutes. Both of Bob Benz because we'll be trying to be edges of beef. I'm traffic. Into Mr. Mo. I heard on labor at the end there. If you like, out there, you know, because you see it clearly. And we should not encourage that. Pow! And you say encourage it. More than saying, Tech Junction, Tech Junction, let me tell you. I was the engineer in charge of that footbridge.
Okay.
We did a footbridge. Do you know why? Because there were accidents. We also a boy crying now. The picture we mujina oche. And I saw green quantity or come cry. I also green crying in Timincham. We boy crowd free hospital and it's to bring no jina. I was a kaya bono. It's okay. You know what? We'll take off the traffic light there. We'll do what we call great separation. Cars and then you probably to footbridge. And the cry is to free first. So share you know we possess slow track and the mesh to discourage the people. Now, yeah, footbridge will go on or share. Now, footbridge can I say there should be congestion. Then comfort us to Lodo. But could it be a police immigration or sham?
Yeah,
it is wrong. That's because that is, you see, it is not a terminal mechanic. If you have a side walk or a lay by, say, oh, if you don't create cars, I pursue now, and or light it within 1 minute, seconds. Papa, no be. By the day, or much so, we three I know we boy Benoko. Engineers are who are you deceiving? Engineer and I say, now I want to use traffic there. Now, side we have, but say the congestion, see a quiet neighbor and offer. And now some bone may say, oh, the upper labor anytime be a day, you young uncle. I've studied it because you see, maybe who traffic will be, I'm sure that man, 1950, you don't presume some questions. I want to know what is happening. And it's there. I dare you, do it. And you come back over Bob about to say, and I said, they'll carry a crane.
That's a kind of a course of food on a court transport near a new plan. It's the same as you know. Okay. Yeah, as a for winter, for a flyover is a kind of a coast of Fumuku as a for new plan station.
You know,
yeah, the road closed.
Oh, there was a small I was a slab, and they said took only some few minutes.
Okay.
I just saw free a life panel cushion, no for right I call on them.
You see them.
And then just so I think there was a small maintenance issue.
You didn't shoot her.
Yeah,
for more.
But you see, then again, I make a man who come fish. Cash, compliance issue. And they also that co-frame on that topic. No, or fish, I don't know. And they go drain got the nest.
But only Hono. I'm a go for a type. You didn't need your issue, but I quite hardly and my you. I then he said, give bear mume homudaho. No, this is how you are made us to our yes.
Of a day, okay. I beg to differ. You go to UK, you have very narrow routes, so it 2 bus system cover. It's just way. okay, tech junction. Okay, tech junction, you be on. Same buso, 2 lanes. Other traffic or me was out. Oh, chechum kakre. Oh, say how something traffic never. Tech junction, how much on? Acquire 2 lanes, move by. I don't know traffic or whatever. Thank you. And send your coin is running chat. Send your coin is running chat. Very good. And your coin is one is one and determined. And your coins are not your quasio. Naka be all tone yama on your trotro for a mobile OA VIP or no, ye man junior. There will not be traffic because also a buildable. But you're not bus, you're be quite home. As or Konechi or Feripa, all of them have that. No, you see, we are not against anybody's business. But any and yes, all over all of magic crying up also. Then go for you fish, not tilapia for beginning and walk with home, and the other car crows also booby. Me say me trick for baby or book, I may try to for bail, but they're bulk because I said more I dream say more jickwine, more pavement. And just say the panocrano. Walk way I am money pound to me for so different pavement. I quite also offer. It's quite be a 2 lane 1.5. It was a traffic. So that is, you see, what the baby that is a human activity, not the quine and so and so. And now you see UK, only is free, maybe call UK pa. And quite book take the buses me no because there's discipline. No book crowd for baby or also we use on street parking power UK. Or parking in the fee anymore, and so buses come back. Because or parking our bus driver no maneuver no, and so hey quite see even go on a way back a parking. No, we should stop that. Let us be serious for once as a country. Let us say no to what is wrong. Yes sir. Maybe you should do but I can't some child. I didn't make a child. What yes sir. Me bu baby child, me say asante dey finish so. Ana dey ofu dua pa na piano. Yes say ofu dua bi ani piano dey bi. Ada na wan ka say dey ofu dua mu piano. Yes say dey ofu dua pa na piano. Do bi ade nya wo me fete kan kire no.
Yemra CBD. Yes as Africa jetia.
Thank you.
Roundabout no na no me aka ho asem.
Yeah.
How comes also to pa.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Oh, say to there, as I said, it is part. You see, most places cry, even developed countries, tiny movements. Who do a very breaking effect. The way all breaking alba and our way of tiny movements, you know. Say you are screeching. Cry now. It is a candidate for defects. It also baby will cry, yeah, now tiny movements we were paving blocks, developed countries. And only a rigid.
That's how I just so road roundabout.
Because it's a rigid pavement, you know, not a protector. And the potholes or yes, it is part of defects on the road and we will fix it.
But can you a traffic light here and roundabout? That may a crack and say I say a sodo.
Well, everybody has their own opinion. Traffic light, no, like a congestion bar. So engine in the end roundabout. You see. Rotary intersections, it doesn't mean that any traffic rebel. You better once way. Oko baby. So roundabout a friend a rotary intersection. It's around. I was me and me free here, but I was almost a major na we have. But hano obia ya master. Master roundabouts were bujing now. Roundabouts in Dream. It is part of the road infrastructure still we use. But obia na we have. Hankwa de. Ubia a master. He no call su danko circle. That's all. Another circle.
That's all.
Akwaji. Uko cantonments Togo and roundabout. Bayana in discipline. We are jina na we ko. Bahade ubia asumeko. Me na edrum so. Na trotro for we di twi. Na abubu ya for we di pimwe. Maybe me say we should have a program about education pass be intersection. Who has the right to go? Who has to stop?
And
but it should work. You see, offer. So I you offer.
Me no could be.
I just say me buy. So Busama Salmaka. Now Oka Salam is make us one bit.
Me no could be. And
I found to the mechanism. I will say yes. When you are on a plane. There's a pilot, co-pilot, and even there's a third person. Me and me a passenger, we are pilot, cranny and framer. Me to go just and jam with you. Sana quantity. We need to respect and be disciplined. Say, who has the right to go? Yeah, yes, sir. The BIA conference at our rotary intersections or our roundabouts. Yes, Mayor made mention, say, a roundabout also. a quite me catch will be as a road infrastructure or road construction or road development. It's not static. It is not. It's dynamic. It's vibrant. I just said just so no. First, send a surface dress. See the paving blocks by tema. Baby, I say concrete through. We always have discussions and deliberations. We can go have stakeholders meeting. If we think it's too big and we need to look at the curvature and reduce it, why not? It can be like it's open. Road be a here, baby. First, you send a footbridge in here, and a footbridge about tech. Send a footbridge in here. And the road there, it is not static. And this be it's malaria. This offer we need to offer quarter. And no, in medical fields there are always new things coming.
Yeah.
And for road we are open to discussions, to modifications. So we'll sit down. If indeed we need to modify the runabout, why not? We'll do that.
This is all here Kumasi rules now. I can't say some about Tafo and a double road. What's them to say?
Oh, Tafo there no. It is a larger proposition.
Okay.
Sobekaya. Yene Honorable Amakwata Faso. And they say dualization of the Mampon Road. Tafoni and Mampon Road. I also dualizing Mampon Tihonina. Plans were far advanced, but then there was change of government. So I'm sure it is still on the drawing board. Honorable Bujakra, it is in his interest. It is one of the programs of say, so I'm interchanging this one road. We will also do the Mampon Road so that it complements it. Go so I'm interchanging this one road. No one yet. Mamporoda, you still have challenges because we should feel super. Omunyina also want to move free and that corridor no, omatsan traffic much na ho, ana Lake Road, ana Kebuakwa, and yeah Buakwa no, yeah Lake Road, Jakabampo Road. Once it's done, yeah Swamina finito, and we have very rather comfortability roads in Kumasi. More bemumbo enchibia ninya hwe ofa sika ho sika ta opa for rosa one we akwan udem ke be ko ta ba ho bas kan ni ho
get no
get bo se na slab kitikiti abuni enchibia get sika na ba
ana ta ha manfo
ba isi ana make say that is why finance minister says we be a commencement certificate because sanima winya it goes to the portfolio and it has to adapt to was your boss can be your pay so everybody is looking at the debt portfolio. And just it means why not?
Yes, it
some out say I can say from form what disc and I'm bam say some muska. Those are
real contractors here on how pa.
Mohammed.
We almost so yes certificate the coin the dada
Obia sound. Say dear, what do we do? Yeah, any measurements neko. Almost certificate mine now, and be a within Kumasi and now within the original. It be a coda head of the road funder down a scanning road funder. All complaints are called out that they go or you want to say Maya. There's a Koda road fund, which is the fund in charge of doing it's a road fund right, not the whole idea was for maintenance, road maintenance. But now because it's gonna be best so if I road there's burden on the road fund, there's burden on finance. Exactly in the dedicated funds with the year and just to say they want to bring tolling back because road. The money involved in doing road, no, it's huge. And yet, being so to be a school, in terms of most assemblies, they will rather shy of doing road projects and do probably classrooms, markets. Yes, and see, since kind of back na road tolls, every developed country thrives of tolling to maintain their roads.
Okay.
Tell me one developed country on tolling the roads. Even maybe to say America, your friend be local roads. Udrua, oh we got to coins a gum. Be at 25 cents, exact change, 30 cents. So I can continue. How much do maintain the roads? Even local roads, offer not to coin at home. Now for interstate 95 and a day, easy pass, easy pass, and and maintain roads. You can never say, "Oh, I'm stopping tolling." Now how are you going to fund it? How are you going to maintain it? See, it's good that tolling is coming back. Yet you maintaining the roads. Yes, roads there. It's huge. We need
finally.
Yes,
contractors near car quina.
Yes,
who are enche na essay. Friends consultants here almost approve more. That home. So be yeah and need to Lake Road.
Very good. Your friend will be defect liability period.
Okay.
for a road BI on a defect liability or retention period. Until you chase come contractors and you a TB2 5% BI retention. A BS 180 days, 6 months, 1 year. Depending on what the defect liability says or the retention says. Until we be a say also real road no area a partial completion. Then substantial completion, then final handover. So within the retention period, we be a CB also or rectify and sana will release certificates to take his retention.
Okay.
Because contract BNWA will be a change Kenyaman. You should retain some of the money. Because we must say either through or no fault and a human activity. But within that period, also on the maintain. We no hand over my clients now. Then we take full responsibility of what is happening. We also wrote the bill and say, yes, it be say because if they want to see a whole car, it will also be the onya and the correct materials. Borrow pits in the board, be a sample bit of fire. You can check all lab pass. It be that particular one pass, not sections be because I said one of them. It be a session, a strongly, and to be a baby and onya na say no. They have to rectify it because it cannot be 100% correct. Because for a borrow pit crowd of gravel material, it be a holding baby kakra be a booby because she should be taho. Tinano and say a coin be oh yeah, we are compaction. If we be compaction, Bosswana insuring free there. No, achieve will be a optimum moisture content because a coin, even though it's number one, there should be some level of moisture content because of movement. Now, Bosso, 2 boss, social coin out, gravel no, for no. Now, I reabono, a friend still compact, a befaso, yes, says, and now he asks for a cry, a free pneumatic roller, a fossil, near Bosso, say the baby, when you see human activities, Ubo Crada, Yegu Quano, on set. There's a spray rate there. Quota no caro, and it's spray rate. And you will breaking out when you're the uniformity in the spray rate. A Hong Kong defect me by a human activity. Obo cranium shit, and Obo, and I don't know, these things happen. But because there's a retention period, defect liability, whoever is the consultant who has to ensure that within that period, rectify the defects before the money is paid. Now, if you hand over my clients, they will take over the maintenance of that edifice.
Okay. Engineer, Nana, I'll find out whether the German for education here. Some person men out the German for it.
Madam Kessben for na telephone na me chamo. And they will quite they make can say a quite. And yeah, about Rose from Quada, and you minister of Rose Quad, and yeah, by the me no dear. A quite beer or my be a gunner for your dear. You who say dear, to say if you who feels media, what are the dear, you who say quite dear, me no dear. Near Mohobai, ne Jaiso engineer for her, police for betch, and bind the dear. They be a go here, Ubua, or so no pine shooter, no be shibble a good, got and man a dream. And go baby, a Basakopim, Japima. Na echiaba na fe ade o se kwakusi na fe flood on sa ye dream wenche ye stream wenche ada na ejoni bufaso e me no woduma ntini o bola ono tete no o be hwe bola kragu aboncha tankers for becho yet ibu ni suru frɛ niema ye ma sa ho no nsambra so hu so bi chi ade a hey report no me enche no obi horoka me enche no obi sane o so sa o me enche no yes me engineer ho me pass them unstrasem because e kwan say ma me no obi na ni ba me ni papa wa yare pa enso so na kwan bi say untumi fa no akon wan na traffic mo ma engineer ye kambom se Ghana for yendo do ho yendo Ghana na ye hu se kwan no ye de ye sada ye wetu a protect na mo hu bibia so anya mo ma engineer fonte na fe ena so me ba me be tra chechire mu say education me bon kan no mo man sa de na maka no mo so mo nya hu dede mo man nshita na mo yesa ebe bo me no mienu ntimi chama chiafo dia nyame hye nyina no mbo nyina ho bai
amen ame hye nyina dara eda se
so me da masepa